Look at all that plastic. Oh my, look at all that plastic. Look at all the plastic. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is brought to you by the colors green and brown. At this time of year in California, we've had some rain and we've had some warm sunny days. And the combination of those two things means everything is green and growing, including all the weeds. I'm trying to get on top of the weeds this year so that I don't have to spend all of springtime weed whacking. So I'm spraying. And right now, when I see the color brown where I've sprayed, it gives me great peace of mind. So not only is green a beautiful color, but in my house, brown is a beautiful color too. And both colors can be beautiful when they come in plastic. Here are two of the plastic puzzles that I got for Christmas, and I find both of them to be beautiful. The first one is this beautiful plate featuring irises by Van Gogh. As you can see, it's mostly green. And the second one is this beautiful jar called Autumn Abundance, but I have no idea who the artist is. Both of these are from Peace Relax. Beautiful 3D plastic puzzles. Can't wait to get started. So here is this beautiful plastic plate puzzle. This image is Van Gogh's irises. Now, I'm not a huge Van Gogh fan, but irises is definitely, if not the prettiest work, at least one of them. And having it in a plate like this, it's going to look so good sitting up on my dresser over there. So anyway, here's the image right here. Very pretty. And it comes in 4 bags like this. Okay, here are the instructions. Tells you what's in the bag. There's 4 puzzles. There's this little ring. There's the stand to put it on, and if you want to hang it on the wall. So it starts out, you put the pieces together of the plate like that, and then you mount this to the back. Apparently the backs of some of these pieces are going to fit this plate on it. Okay, it doesn't look difficult. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started on it. Obviously there's a little bit of a curve to it because it is a round thing. Oop, I can already tell that this is probably on the bottom because it's got some of the brown that the picture has on the bottom. You know, normally, whenever I have, I think I've mentioned this before, whenever I have a round shaped puzzle of any kind, I start in the center and work out. I just think that's easier. But in the case of this puzzle, because it's divided up into all these little sections, I'm thinking it isn't going to be a big deal to start with putting the edges together first. and then work out from there. Okay, there's one more edge piece here. Where are you? Oh, I don't see it. I don't see the other edge piece. There has to be one more, because obviously that doesn't go like that. Oh, there it is. There it is. I knew there had to be one. All right. Ooh. And of course, it doesn't lay flat, because then it wouldn't be a plate, right? So this is really interesting. I'm enjoying this. Let's see. This. There we go. This one has to go over here. I got a quarter of the plate done. So that's how that goes. Very nice. Let's go on to the next bag. So I like the fact too that I can do this without having to use my lights. I don't have my lights on here. I don't really feel like I need them. It's a lovely day today. Nice and sunny. That does not go there. So I didn't need to turn my lights on today. I think one thing I really like is just the name of this brand. Peace, relax. Who doesn't want to just relax when they're doing a puzzle? I mean, isn't that why we do them in the first place? Is because we're trying to relax? My dad would have really liked puzzles like this. He would have enjoyed this so much. Not so my mom. I don't think she would have liked this that much because, you know, you do have to give the pieces a bit of a hard push to get them in, and I don't think she ever wanted to have to work that hard. Just getting the pieces to go in. My dad didn't mind so much. I really think he would have liked something like this. Another quarter done. I think these two go together. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. Got half a plate done there. I have a whole bunch of purple irises in my yard. I don't have any blue ones, but I got a bunch of purple ones. On to the next section. I kind of have an idea about how these sections go because they use the same, repeat the same shapes in each section. So if I if I got stuck at all, I would just go to another section and just go, okay, well that piece goes with that, so that piece goes with that one. And I would be able to see what the shape is. So I know that this piece here has got a really long, pointy arm jutting out of it, like that. So that would be the one that goes in that spot there. They just repeat the same shapes. So it makes it nice. You're not going to get stuck, even if it was a difficult puzzle. This one's a little tricky. Flowers can sometimes be that way. Anything floral can sometimes be a little tricky, but overall it's not really difficult. Okay, there's section 3. One more section to go. So I just noticed this. There's a little divot on the back of that. So I'm thinking that that's one of the little divots needed to mount it on the ring. So I will look at that as soon as I get the whole thing put together. Okay, and there's the last section done. Connect that to that. And then we'll connect the whole plate. And there is the whole thing. Now, according to the instructions, I got to put this on the back, and the top is going to be here. So I'm going to kind of align this with this notch here. But if you can see, there's all these little divots here and divots there. So that looks like how that has to go. So if I can get these divots lined up, this might be the hardest part right here. Lining up all these little divots with the little tabs on the back of the ring here. Goodness. Okay, if I get one in, will the rest be able to go in? Oh, now I can't pick it up. Oh, goodness. Let me put it this way so I can push it on there like this, rather than force it to counter bend. There we go. Nice. And then we have this little holder deal here. All right, so I'm going to go put this on my dresser, And then you can see it standing on my dresser. And there it is on my dresser. Looks good. Very pretty. Plastic can be pretty. Here's the next one. It is now getting later in the day. It's almost sunset. So I need my lights on. And it's getting chilly, so I actually have the space heater on, but because of the sound canceling on the microphone, you can't hear it, or at least not very well. So this is the next one. This is this really neat looking jar. It's 128 pieces. This is so cool. I can definitely use this. All right, let's get the box open. All righty. So this seems to be showing the 4 sections that it comes in. Here is the instructions. As the 4 sections, we have this looks like the top right here. So there's the top. Lovely. Made of wood. I love this already. Here's a little plastic ring that this puzzle's probably going to snap into. And this appears to be the bottom. And then we have this little ring here. And you put the pieces all together. And apparently snap them into the base before you get it all finished. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what you do. Kind of looks like that's what they're suggesting here. So, here we go on this lovely jar. So there's going to be a lot of curve to these pieces, I'm sure, because it's not a big jar. So some of these are just going to be really curved. Look at that. I think you go maybe that way. That looks better. It says peace, relax right there. Oh, look, 2 that were stuck together. I think I'll just leave those like that. These aren't snapping in super tight, so it kind of makes me wonder how hard it's going to be to build. As I go here, maybe it gets a little better. Yeah, that definitely made it sturdier just to put in a little bit. One more piece right there. That was all it needed. Oh, that looked like it goes there, but it doesn't. There we go. interesting. I think I might have something in the wrong place here. I think these go over here. That's why that looked weird. Okay, that looks much better. Now things are making sense. I was a little confused there for a moment because things just didn't look right. You know, it's so funny because I never really considered these sorts of things as being all that interesting. Yeah, well, whatever. But this is so enjoyable. Just, I don't know, just putting it together is enjoyable. I'm liking doing this. I'm having fun with this. Let's see. Where does this piece go? All right, so here we go with the first section. Let's go on with the next section. There's section 2. I'm a little surprised at how these pieces aren't, you know, snapping together super tight, but I guess because of the way they're curved, you couldn't really do that. And they hold together pretty well once you got them together the way they're supposed to go. So I guess this goes like this now. Yeah, from the instructions, it looked like you want to start putting them on the base with just these two sections. Those aren't going together very well. There we go. That's looking pretty nice. So this is the base here. So looking at how this goes on here. It's supposed to be the flat side down or the curved side down? Yeah, the curved side goes down. I can get just one of these guys to go in there like that. And then I should be able to just plaster the others in there. Well, they're kind of in there. I guess they're not. I don't know. I'm going to finish doing the puzzle part first and then see what I can do as far as fitting them on there. I'm really surprised that it's not like super tight fitting. Everything's really loose. So this bottom is so interesting because it's all the same. So it's really hard to tell if you're putting it in the right spot or not. I think that's right. And this just isn't as easy as you might think because of the, there's so few pieces. But it's actually quite clever. Okay, that goes there, but this does not go here. So these don't go here. All right. So then these go here. I've done that every time. I've had to take it apart in the middle or on the end and put it on the other end. That's that is very clever and tricksy, as they say. Try, before I do section 4, maybe I'll try putting the bottom ring on. Just because it's going to get harder. Okay, it's trying to go together. It's not staying lined up the way it's supposed to is the problem. Okay, all right. Snap, snap, snap. I like that snap sound. So I got one more section. Oops, that little guy fell out. So this has to come out. And maybe this goes, yeah, that's going to go there. Okay. So then are you next? I don't know. I guess that has to go like this. And then this one's going to go in here like this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Get all of those nicely mushed in there. There we go. And then I'll just build up from here. I have never done anything like this before. So I'm just sort of making up the technique as I go along. So I would be very interested to know if anyone has done something like this and what technique you used as far as getting it all together once you start assembling it on the base here. This just seems like the thing that makes the most sense to me, is to do it this way. But you may have a different idea. So let me know in the comments if you've done one of these and if you did it this way or if you did it a different way. I have to tell you, my shoulders are really sore from using my weed sprayer today. So this is not unpainful, but it is tolerable. What it is, but this feels very satisfying as I'm going here, and I'm thinking that part of the reason might be because when I'm done, I'm not just going to have something pretty to look at. I'm going to have something useful I can use. And then that one. I guess it's all right. The pattern looks just a hair off to me. But maybe that's just my eyes. Okay. So let's get this all lined up. So let's see if we can put this ring on without absolutely destroying the top of this thing. There we go. Push on that a little bit. Make sure everybody's in there good and secure. This guy's poking out a little. There we go. That guy's poking out a little bit. I don't know what that is exactly about there. But I guess if you wanted to use it as a little flower vase or something, you could put that in there. Separate your flowers out. Otherwise, just use it as a jar, like that. And that's pretty cool. So, another thing to go sit on my dresser. Isn't that lovely? And useful. And there is my lovely jar next to my lovely plate. The green and the brown together on my dresser. I gotta get rested up. I've got more weeds to spray tomorrow. Did you like the video? If you did, would you give it a big old thumbs up? And subscribe before you click away, okay? Now, I've got to go turn more green things into brown things. Until the next video, I hope your life contains beautiful colors, even if they come in plastic.